tracks today.
Yeah. I need them bands, run it up fast, stuffing them shits in the safe. Got me a spot out the way, nigga just tryna be safe. Leaving the house with the glizzy, nigga.
Let's get into the sports talk about OKC blowing their chances to win a championship. They blow it because they're a small market to me. Like, some players feel like they can't win there. They lost some big players too.
Drafting very well and putting together the nucleus of a team which I said at the time has a chance to be one of the great all-time dynasties in any sport. Are you kidding me? All around the same age. Kevin Durant, MVP. Russell Westbrook, MVP. James Harden, MVP. And Serge Ibaka, by the way, who's one of the original stretch fours. He guarded the rim, he played man defense, and he could shoot from the...
OKC organization blow this. Like, you had 3 MVPs, a rim protector on your team, and you couldn't keep now one of them on your team. Yes, they blame for this. It's like whatever that front office doing, they ain't doing a good job. There ain't no way you should lose them 3 in they prime together. Now imagine they would have kept them together. They would have had about like 3-4 championships. But they blow it because how they probably running that team.
Outside.
He developed that later, to be fair.
Yeah, no, he developed it as they were going, right? Early on, he was more of just like a defensive monster. But the point is, he became like a bubble all-star player. The other 3 became MVP caliber players. Now, that's great for Presti and OKC. Why do we're constantly told about a luxury tax and a salary cap? And what are we told about that? The salary cap? We're told max contract, luxury, salary cap. Those are all financial restraints on owners meant to keep small markets competitive. That's what we're told. When in fact, what happened with Clay Bennett, who stole the team from Seattle and brought public enemy number 1 in Seattle and brought him to OKC? What actually wound up happening? Did he take that revenue sharing money and pay steep luxury taxes in order to keep a dynasty together? No. When push came to shove, that money went into Clay Bennett's pockets. Yep. He lined his pockets with the money from the players, meant to give small markets a chance to be great. Oh.
That's what I be saying. You have to pay your players to keep them there. If you want to win championships, you have to pay them players. But no, I want to be greedy and I want to pay them less and just think they're going to take that less and be there with your team. No, they're going to go where the best money at and give them a chance. Give them a chance to win a championship. James Harden wanted $4 million to stay there, to keep the team there. But no, they didn't want to do that. So Harden went to Houston. Look what happened over there. Having success over there. You have to pay the players to keep them there.
AC is the test case. They had a chance to be special. They got cheap and blew it with James Harden over. Stephen A. talks about it all the time. $4 million. I blame them for letting it go, not credit them for putting it together.
I can't criticize them at all. When you look back to the time that James Harden was moved, because we can all agree that was a pivotal point in Oklahoma's history. In the league at that time, you won with defense and rebounding. And the mindset was 3-point shots were soft. You live by the 3, you die by the 3. But if you had enough size up front and you could rebound the basketball, it could work. It was also under the notion that you could win with a 2-star team. Oklahoma City doubled down on Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant. They said there weren't enough shots for James Harden to be in the mix as he grew. They said, what are we going to do? We're going to go big. We're committing to Ibaka. We're going to make the trade for Jeff Green and go get...
And coincidentally, they got cheaper. My
point is, at the time, you couldn't have seen that the NBA would trade towards three-point shooting.
I'll let you finish, but obviously, they were wrong. Even if we put the money thing aside, which it seems very obvious that there was a luxury tax decision, that's why they pay you. They pay you so that you can foresee these things. A criticism, you can say that
we're still winning with two stars. That's not true. The Miami Heat Big Three had already been constructed. The Big Three in Boston had already been constructed. The league had already
Can you
changed.
really call Miami a Big Three? Look. Bosh is a baller coming in. Bosh is a baller coming in. I'm looking at LeBron. I'm looking at Wayne.
Wait, you're saying
I don't know what Ron Holland's talking about. Miami had a Big Three. It was established. Once you had something established, that's how you had that success. When you don't have things established in your front office or your team, then you're not going to have success. But Miami had a Big Three. I don't know what he's talking about.
Are you saying it's a big one with Bosh?
All the way coming in.
Chris Bosh is the most underrated. It's unbelievable.
So obviously,
two guys who go in.
So one, you're paid to be able to see these things, and obviously the Big Three era had already started because it happened.
By the way, you're paid to be able to see these things. You better take that back.
And obviously, LeBron and Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade were obviously a Big Three, and that Big Three has said since those matchups with OKC, they said that they were more focused on shutting down Harden than they were on shutting down Westbrook. And to me, that points to one other mistake that Sam Presti made. And I've been very complimentary of Presti as a general manager, but he made, even if you were going to let the luxury tax force you to get rid of a player, the player that he got rid of seems to be the wrong player. Do you think that team going forward with Harden and Durant would have been different than Westbrook and Durant? So you can point to a lot of different issues. They were cheap. That's a mistake. They made the wrong decision, and they were unable to foresee the direction the NBA were going in. They went the opposite direction. You're saying they went with big athleticism away from the three-point shooting when they had one of the only guys in the league.
Here's what it is in the NBA. Look, if you're a small market or a market that no one wants to play in, like you're never going to attract a top flight free agent in Oklahoma.
That's why you should have paid them three. Because them was your big names. Because small markets, nobody is looking forward to go there. That's why you should have kept that team together. It'll work out in your favor, but no. Your cheapness got in the way. Look what happened. You lost all your players. Because no, you're not going to get nobody to come to a small market organization. That's why you should have kept that team together. But you want to pocket the money and blame it on luxury tax. Come on, man. It can't be cheap.
Oklahoma City, unless the guy's from there, like LeBron was from Cleveland. I'm sorry, Oklahoma City. You're not LA, it's just the way it is, okay? So since that's the case, you have precisely 7 years from the time you draft a player to get something done. 7 years, because they're going to sign their rookie extension if they're great. Of course, no one's leaving that money on the table. Then heading into year 6, if it's not a championship team, they're going to say, you might as well trade me now. And after year 7, they're trading away. James Harden was there for what, 3-4 years? He was barely there. They had all this time with probably the best young nucleus to ever come into maybe any sport all at the same time. They got to one final.
This is a mistake you both are making, and you've been paid to be a little more of a punching bag today. When you're looking at James Harden at that time, nobody knew what he was. Nobody could have told you that James Harden was going to become what he was. When you look at
you know who could have told you? You know who could have told you?
Daryl Morey.
And you
Man, you seen flashes what James Harden's going to be. He showed it. He was their third guy to go to on that team. They got him to the finals. You could tell what he was going to be. And OKC owner knew, look, his stock going up. I'm not going to pay him.
Daryl Morey said a lot of stuff, but nobody else did. Only Daryl Morey.
I couldn't tell you that Harden was going to be MVP. That's true. But it's not my job.
If we're talking about drafting and developing, Oklahoma City and the San Antonio Spurs are arguably the best.
Right.
You're talking about a small market of going, and now they put themselves in a position while we're being very critical to look for the future.
Great. Guys, let me be very clear.
Come on.
Sam Presti is
phenomenal.
Excellent. The issue here and the reason they blew it and they deserve blame is the owner, Clay Bennett, who is cheap and would rather line his own pockets than give the fans of Oklahoma City a chance at a dynasty.
Durant and Westbrook were already fighting over shots. You're going to keep another guy who needs shots? They got
wasn't a big three. I can't think straight.
I love Bosh. He's a Hall of Famer, but I don't put him on the same.
Yes, that was a big three, Ryan.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports